When Scrooge awoke, it was dark. The clock was striking 1. Light flashed up in the room. The curtains of his bed were drawn. The curtains of his bed were drawn aside, I tell you, by a hand, and Scrooge was face to face with the unearthly visitor who drew them. It wore a tunic of the purest white. It held a branch of fresh green holly in its hand.
What are you?
The ghost of Christmas past.
Long past?
Your past. Rise and walk with me.
They passed through the wall. They were in a busy thoroughfare. Shadowy people passed and repassed. By the dressing of the shops, it was Christmas time. The ghost stopped at a certain warehouse door.
I was apprenticed here to old Fezziwig.
They went in.
There is old Fezziwig, alive again.
Yo-ho there, Ebenezer Scrooge. Christmas Eve, no more work tonight. Clear away.
And Scrooge saw his former self, a young man, polishing the warehouse into a ballroom. And in came the men and women employed in the business. In came the housemaid, the cook, and the boy from across the way. There were dances and forfeits and more dances, but the great effect of the evening came when old Fezziwig danced the Sir Roger de Coverley with Mrs. Fezziwig. Advance and retire, a positive light appeared to issue from Fezziwig's calves. Both hands, dear partner. Fezziwig's calves shone every part of the dance like moons. Bow and curtsy. Old Fezziwig dipped so deftly that he appeared to wink with his legs and came up on his feet again without a stagger.
A small matter to make these silly folks so full of gratitude.
Small?
Small. But hadn't old Fezziwig the power to make their service a pleasure or a toil? And as Scrooge watched his former self go to his bed, which was under a counter in the back shop, he wept to see himself as he used to be.
My time grows short, quick.
Now Scrooge saw himself grown to manhood by the side of a fair young girl in whose eyes there were tears.
Another idol has displaced me, and I trust it can cheer and comfort you in time to come, as I would have tried to do.
What idol? Asked the young Scrooge.
Gold.
Spirit, I remember she was to have been my wife. Show me no more. Why do you torture me?
And then Scrooge was alone, and further in his own bed, he sank into a heavy sleep. Awakening in the middle of a tough snore, Scrooge sat up. The clock was striking 1.
I must have slept through a whole day and into another night.
Scrooge began to wonder which of the curtains the new specter would draw back, but nothing came. Nothing but a ghostly light. He began to think it might be from the adjoining room. He shuffled in his slippers to the door. A strange voice called him by his name.
Scrooge? Ho, 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 ho.